Hello. How you doing? What's going on? I'm getting a cue. Saying there's people coming in. Y'all here? Are y'all here? What's up? How's everybody doing? Hi. I'm so glad you guys are here. You do not want to miss tonight. I'm gonna hit you with some revolution shit. All right. So, hello everybody. Welcome back to more Cake. Yes, I'm badass edible art. Tonight is Thursday, which that means it is a Fake It With Me at 8 o'clock every Thursday. And for those of you who are here at 8:45, I don't want to hear nothing. It's okay. This is a show that's always on time, but never on time for anything. Y'all know what I mean. I'm Jelena, and I'm going to show you guys some new stuff that I've never done. And hopefully it'll help you out. And maybe it's something you want to do for this Valentine's. You guys ready for that? All right, first things first. Ooh, I got to turn my little HVAC light on. First things first, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are. And you guys know every Thursday night I come on and do a Fake It With Me. And then on Fridays, I just repost the replay up so that way you guys can come back and watch it whenever you guys need to watch it. And I'll have all the tools and links and whatever you need from this episode in the description below on my YouTube channel. So all you have to do after this episode, just go to the link in my bio on my Instagram page, click it, and it takes you automatically straight to my YouTube channel. What else is there? I'm going to leave you guys in suspense about the new stuff that we're going to do today. I want to get all these announcements out so I don't have to worry about them later. If you guys haven't checked out my HBIC tour, make sure you go to my website. It's www.morecakym.com, and you'll see my shop. You'll see the HBIC tour, and if you go to the shop, you'll see all the classes. So make sure you check that out. You want to take the pricing class. You want to get on the hands-on classes. We're going to a bunch of different states: New York, New Jersey, Alabama. Alabama's the next one in line. So don't miss it. Miami. Yes, Cali and Texas. I see y'all asking me questions. I will be coming out there sometime this year. It just hasn't been discussed when. What else? I'm pretty sure there's something else, and I always forget to add it in. What else? Oh, did you guys see my new tutorial on YouTube? Isn't she pretty? I'm calling her Layla. Isn't she pretty? So after this episode, you can go on my YouTube channel and watch this full tutorial of how to do the Afro baby cake. Isn't it cute? I love it. I just love her so much. She's my cutie. I've never done one of those cakes before, so that was my first time doing it. It's really easy to do, so if you guys have never made an Afro baby cake before, you can make it any tiers, any height. Just do you. You do you, boo-boo. All right, so let me show you guys some of these goodies. So today, I went and picked up some of these donuts. And I picked up these. These are called old-fashioned cake donuts. Here, I picked these up from Walmart, but I'm pretty sure they sell something similar like this in Publix, in your local grocery store, even those bread stores. Alicia, what's that bread store?
Only bread store I know is Panera.
Oh, you talking about the restaurant.
Right.
There's a bread store. I can't remember the bread store. If you guys remember the bread store, let me know. They usually have them out in South Kakalaki, Georgia, Alabama. The little bread stores on the side, and they sell just all different type of bread items. So I have these, right? And what we're gonna do, so let me give you guys a story. I suck at Cakepops. If you didn't know that, I suck at them. And I don't like rolling them. I don't like having to dip them, to decorate them. I don't like the process of thinking they're gonna fall apart when my customer gets them. I don't want to have to deal with that stress. So one way for me to eliminate some sort of the stress is I don't have to worry about rolling them because now I've picked up these donut holes. You guys see what I'm saying? Are you guys there with me? Anybody? You guys there? You get what's happening here? So I don't have to roll them. So we're going to use these donut holes as our cake pop. And then I thought, how cute would it be to use these mini donuts and put them on a stick also, and then decorate them for Valentine's. So that's what we're going to do today. And then we have some Rice Krispie treats, not Rice Krispie treats, so AKA cereal treats that I made, and they are so good. We just ate them now. They're really good. All right, so let's get started. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that airplane down at the bottom of your screen so you can invite all your friends and family. Okay, the more the merrier, because these are really cute treats. I'm pretty sure you guys are probably trying to think of little items to give out for Valentine's Day or deals or sales you want to do. It's the way, okay? This be the way right here.
Sassy Sweets 843 said that was an awesome tip.
Thank you. See, I told y'all we can tell some revolution shit tonight. I told y'all. Okay.
Wonder and is it Enterman's bread shops. I don't know anything about bread shops from LA. So
Wonders?
yeah,
Wonders
Wonders.
is the name brand of bread. It might be. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab this out the freezer. I don't remember if it's Wonders. I mean,
She
listen,
said Entenmann's.
Entenmann's. Listen, that could be it. It does sound familiar. I asked you guys because I really could not remember the name, but it could be it. All right. So what I did, if you guys have never dipped Cakepops, you have been saved. You don't have to worry about it too much. But if you haven't, I'm going to introduce you to Hell's best friend. Okay? I'm pretty sure there's some Cakepop people here. They're like, no, Cakepops are the devil. They're the devil. Okay? They hate me and everything I stand for. They don't like me. I can't get it together. And yes, it's user error, and I don't care. Okay? Like, because I'm pretty sure, because I always, anytime I say candy apple people be crazy, I get like a million DMs saying, we're not crazy, y'all be crazy. So the first thing you want to do is melt some chocolate. This is just chocolate melts from Wilton, of course, that I melted. And I want to stick my stick in them. And then I'm going to stick this in the donut hole. Okay. So, disclaimer. I don't want to hear none of y'all talking mess about me, about my donuts not like standing up straight, or they're not dipped very pretty. Listen, I'm not a cake pop expert. I promise you I'm not. I hate doing treats, but I always have like these cute ideas for treats. So I thought this would be a really cute idea to do. So that's all you do. You just dip your cake pop stick or your candy stick, or what do they call them? Lollipop sticks, in your chocolate. And you just, I like to twist mine in. Don't push it directly in. But you want to be careful because these have holes, so you don't want to go all the way up. I'm just going to clean up my chocolate here so it's not like all oozing around. Okay, perfect. I'm going to put this on a tray. And then I'm going to sit these, after I've done like a couple of them, I sat them and put them in the freezer because I want to make sure that they're holding onto the stick. This is just something I did as an experiment. I put 2 on one stick. That could be cute during the winter time when you guys want to make snowmen, right? Wouldn't that be cute? Like, I'm just saying. I'm the genius that goes on in this mind. I don't know. It'll just be happening. All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of these. And these didn't cost that much. It was actually like only like $3. And it was like a whole big box for this. And then the same thing for the other ones. All right, so I'm going to dip my first one. I'm going to dip it in red because the red seems more chocolatey melted. If not, I may have to go melt it. Now, if y'all want to know how to melt your chocolate, listen. Go buy some porcelain cups, okay? Porcelain cups. And it helps better when they're in a cup, not a bowl. Let me give you some tips, all right? The reason why it helps better when it's in a cup is because it stays melted longer and it stays warm longer because of the heat. But if it's in a bowl, then all that heat's being released, okay? You don't want to dip right away because if you do, sometimes your chocolate, it's not doing it now, but sometimes your chocolate starts to separate, right? And you're like, oh, I've heated it too much. All you have to do is wait till it cools down a little bit, stir it a little bit, wait till it cools down, drop a little cap full of oil in there, vegetable oil, and just set it to the side. I waited, we melted this maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, and it seems pretty good to dip now, okay? So don't be too impatient with it. That's all the tips I have on chocolate. And don't ask me about different brands because I don't be knowing, okay? Okay, well, come on through. All right, so I'm going to dip this. Wish me luck. And if this falls off the stick, y'all better not be judging.
We'll just edit it out.
We'll just edit this part out, okay? It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and dip this. Make sure it's completely covered. Remember that trick I taught you guys a couple of weeks ago? We tap your shoulder. What was I doing? Why was I tapping my shoulder? Oh, I was doing the fortune cookies.
Oh, yeah.
So you tap your shoulder so you're not like slinging whatever cake pop you have anywhere. If you're a cake pop enthusiast and like you're amazing at it, you know, whatever, you're amazing at it. But maybe some of these tips and tricks may help you out. And maybe you can add donut holes to your menu. So that way.
Can I just say
You
those
can add
look
something.
legit and official.
Right?
Like I wouldn't have even known.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I don't be doing this, y'all. If y'all don't notice, I don't do this stuff. I leave this up to the experts, but you know, I'm a professional, so I pretend like I
Miss
know.
Hurston says you're doing good, and she loves Cakepops.
I'm so proud of myself. Ken. Beb?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? That's Dan over there. Can you do me a favor? In the styrofoam box under the desk, there is a flat, round styrofoam. Can you bring that to me? It's about that thick. Just tapping it because you don't want to waste chocolate. You don't want these to be too heavy. Oh, you know what this looks like? Let me tell you. It's not the prettiest cake pop, but tell me this don't look like a Starbucks cake pop with all the fugliness that they be having on it. This look like a Starbucks cake pop, y'all. I'm just saying. And I'm just saying. So I'm getting all the extra chocolate off. Anything else? I think we're pretty good. Yes, Ben. The brown one's fine. That's Ben's hand right there. That's Ben. Alright.
Art of Candy says you're doing an amazing job.
Thanks. I'm actually very proud of myself. Let's do one of these. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know. I get so nervous.
You gotta hold your breath.
Okay, not bad, not bad. Ooh. Oh, I touched the side. Okay, there we go. It is kind of cute, right? Listen, this can be exhausting, y'all. I should dip some of these earlier. My arm is hurting already. And I like the idea of it still having that little hole in the middle. Look, guys, look what I'm doing. Now, this is coming from someone who just focuses on cakes, okay? So don't tell me if you're new at this, like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. You could do it, child. If I'm doing it, you could do it. There's a little bubble. Oh, I have seen them, like, have, like, a needle. Oh, I'm not that prepared after all. Oh. Don't trip on my floor. Oh, okay. All right, that's the back. We're not going to look at that. But I'm happy. Yeah, I have seen people like have like a needle. Oh, I do have a needle. I lied. I have this needle. Can you pull that off?
Yeah.
And I've seen people like poke the. I don't know if you guys see. There's like little air bubbles in here. Just gonna poke this little sucker. Look at that.
I feel like I'm at the dermatologist.
Right? Just poking any of these little air bubbles. I'm like a professional, y'all. Look at me. Someone order some cake pops. I'm lying. Don't order no cake pops. Because I'm going to take that money and order cake pops from a real cake pop person. Okay. That's really cute, right? Oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. Don't tip over. All right, so I also took my heart cutter and I cut out a little heart with the donuts. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully it'll keep its shape. I don't know.
Everybody's saying you're doing a great job.
I don't want to cry, y'all. Y'all don't understand. When I say, see, for me, my cake pops were always so like light and airy. And these donuts, they're very thick. They are very cakey in the middle. They're very thick, so they're staying together better. I would probably, I think next time if I ever make cake pop dough, it would have to be like cake pop and then like mush it up. I think I would have to do like a really thick cake in order for it to work. Not just your regular like box mix cake. I would probably have to do like a regular, not regular, but like add something else to my cake mix to make it thicker. More eggs, something. Oh, which reminds me, next Thursday is our Fix It Friday Thursday, which is normally when I answer you guys' questions either physically or just talking and discussing with you guys. So next Thursday, I'm actually going to be answering your questions. We're just going to be talking one-on-one. I have a bunch of questions people have asked me throughout the years, and even recently I have a bunch of questions. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever that you would want me to answer for you, and it can be anything. It doesn't even have to be like baking topic. It could be about my kids. It can be about my personal life. It can be about anything. DM me in my DMs, ask away, and I'll add it to the roster of questions to answer. so this is a little part that I want to come off.
Say hi to your new followers.
Hi, everybody. What's going on? It's Jelena from More Cake, Yes Ma'am, Badass and of Art, and we're here on another Fake It With Me. And we're doing some really cute stuff tonight. We're making cake pops, but instead of using cake that I've baked or anything like that, I'm using donuts. So we got donut holes, round donut holes, some that I've cut out. We have actual little mini donuts, and all of these I've purchased from the store because, you know, of course, it wouldn't be a Fake It With Me unless I've like purchased something pre-made already. Let's see if I can do white. I don't think this. Oh, it might be okay. All right, so let's dip something. And I can tell you right now, it definitely helps to have them nice and chilled in the freezer. It definitely helps because then it stays better on the stick already. That chocolate, not this one. This one's gonna fall off. I can already feel it. But the chocolate helps with the sturdiness of it staying with the stick when you put them in the freezer. You see all that chocolate that comes off of here? Could you imagine if I just left that all on there? This cake pop would have just fallen over. Make sure you guys shout out Kim from Exquisite Treats. She's the one who gave me the tip. See, it's already coming off.
Yeah,
We're gonna stop with that one. But she gave me the tip about tapping my arm. I'm gonna put that one in the back. That's okay. Ugly cake pops need love too. You're gonna put you in the back. I think this one, because these have been sitting out for some time, so we're gonna try another one. And also because it's kind of thick. This chocolate's actually kind of thick right now. Cramp in the wrist. Cramp in the wrist. Oh, okay, so I changed the quote today, right? So this is something I normally say to a lot of people. When we know better, we do better. And then, of course, each one teach one, which are my two favorite things to live by. Because some of y'all out here, okay, I'm not even going to include myself about this. I'm talking about y'all. Some of y'all out here know better. You already know better. You know what you're supposed to be doing, but you don't do it. Because, again, you make up all the excuses that you enjoy making up. I don't know why you guys like to live your life with excuses. I don't know why. But I'm going to tell you right now, stop. It's 2019. You can definitely use that little saying, new year, new me type of shit. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's so much more easier to just stop making the excuses and actually get it done. Actually do it. You look like there's a question. Is there a question? Oh, okay. I'm making this concerned face. Okay, see, my chocolate is starting to separate because I need to warm it up more.
I'm over here concentrating, trying to look and not step on stuff. I'm like, okay, next step over here.
So, all right. So I'm gonna do. Ooh, okay. Let me do sanding sugar. I know there's like no order or process that I got going on here. I'm just trying to see if I can get this. Hopefully, the sanding sugar will stay. Definitely won't stay. So I probably have to do sanding sugar right after I dip. Right? You would think, right? Right after I dip. Okay.
Miss Hurston says the donut looks like a good balloon.
Yes. And then you can do them on different height sticks, so that way it's like a bunch of different balloons. Girl, you know. You be knowing. You have the vision already. So anyways, guys, you know better, so let's just start doing better. And try to help your fellow sister out, because Lord have mercy. A lot of us need some help and are afraid to ask. So one, stop being afraid to ask. Just ask for help. The worst thing somebody can say is no. I mean, they may say it in different ways, but like, get over it. You've grown. I mean, if you're watching me 9 o'clock at night on a school night, then you must be grown. And I'm sure you've been told no thousands of times before. Don't let that shit bother you. And when you figure it out, teach it to someone else. Why are you holding on to that knowledge? Everybody likes to hold on to something and act like, well, if I let everybody know what's going on, then everybody's going to be winning. Well, what's wrong with that?
Art of Candy is sharing a tip. She says, as soon as you dip it, you need to put the toppings on before it dries. So, yeah.
Right now, we're going to put the sanding sugar.
And she's offering, you know, her assistance. If you have any questions, feel free to DM her. I think her name is Art of Candy, so.
Oh, so she must be the true. See, she's a true cake. God bless you. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? Look how
It's
pretty
nice and soft.
It does. Look how cute that is. Hello. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. I wasn't quite done getting all the extra off, but that's okay. The front is cute, and that's all that matters. Isn't that cute? I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. All right. You're decorating Cakepops. Okay. All right. I think I'm good with that. I'm very happy. Like, I did it. Look at me. I'm like a big girl. Oh my god. All right. So if you're just joining in, hi, I'm Delina from More Cake. Yes, from Badass Edible Art, and we just made some Cakepops. No, but we made the Cakepops out of donuts and donut holes. So didn't even need to roll them. Look, my hands ain't even that dirty. I don't even got that much dishes to clean up. I just got chocolate on me. I don't have to worry about cleaning up no cake or dealing with that process. Like, oh.
Can I tell you the best part? You didn't even turn on the oven.
I ain't even had to turn on the oven. So, boom. I don't have to use my electricity because that's an electricity bill. Nope, ain't had to do none of that. See, y'all don't even know the money I'm saving y'all right now. Y'all not even paying attention. Not even paying attention. Okay. So I'm gonna decorate these a little bit. So I got a couple of piping tips here. So this is the rose tip. Alrighty. Which one is the one that was falling over? That one, right?
I think it's the one on the right. I feel like was it the first one you did?
Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, so we're not even gonna add anything. We're gonna see if this works. I've never done this before in a cake pop. No. Alright, so we're gonna see. When you do a rose or any flower, you want to make sure your buttercream, and this is an American crusted buttercream. I have a recipe. Well, I don't really follow recipes, but I have a tutorial on it on my YouTube channel too. But you want to make sure it's nice and thick. I can't be teaching y'all rose because I just uploaded how to do a fondant rose, a buttercream rose, a wafer paper rose on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys check that out. That's a free tutorial. I just uploaded it like last week.
It looks white on here, which is really weird.
Does it look white? It's actually pink. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can see kind of the pink. But you gotta get like right up on it. There you go. Yep.
Listen, I don't know how feasible this is, if this is even gonna stay. But even if you didn't do it as a cake pop on a stick, and you just did it as a cake pop ball or something, or a cake ball, I don't know what you would call that. That would still be cute. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Alright, so let me put this here. Put this here. Okay. Real cute, girl. Cute. So I have that one, and then I also have this tip. Don't worry, tomorrow in the description below on my YouTube channel, it'll have all the tips and all the tools and tip numbers and stuff like that I use. It'll be in the description so that way you don't have to remember it right now. Which one should I do? I'll do the heart. So I'm going to pipe on the heart. I think this might be tip number 18. I can't remember. I'm going to pipe on the heart. Really simple. Like there's a plethora of decor that you can do on cake pops. But I'm trying to find the one where I don't have to mold anything with my hand. I don't have to shape anything. I want to make it as easy as possible, especially if you're giving these away as part of your menu. You don't want them to be so hectic to make, because if everything that you're making, no matter what it is too much, like you're putting everything on the kitchen sink on top of it, then it's going to take too long. And then it's even more money after that. You want to do simple, quick treats where it doesn't cost you so much to make.
At the same time, you don't want to get to the point where when someone says cake pops, you roll in your eyes.
Right,
Every time I hear it, I roll my eyes.
Exactly.
But this is like something that's like, you want cake pops? That got you.
I didn't even have to shape this into a heart. I just used a cutter and it shaped it into a heart. And now I'm just trying to make sure I keep that heart because I feel like I'm gonna start losing it. I have to like build up the humps. Trying to maintain my heart shape. Kind of lost it a little bit. That's okay. There we go.
And we're back.
And we're back. It looks weird. Kind of looks like the devil. Little bit.
That's what hearts usually,
Right.
love.
Whatever. She cute. Okay, she doing her thing. She minding her business. Don't be trying her. Right? Look how simple that is. Like, I put flowers. I did piping of some sort of heart, devil shape. So that, and we did sanding sugar. So you can do sanding sugar in any color. The other thing you're gonna do, which I don't think, how much time do we have left?
My phone's ringing. I can't tell.
Oh. 9:08. When did we start?
45.
Oh, okay. So we got some time. All right. So maybe I'll melt this too. So I'm gonna do this one now. So let me introduce you to the next treat. So I have never, ever, 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 ever had made anything besides Rice Krispie treats. Right? I've always made just marshmallows and Rice Krispie cereal. This one is actually marshmallow and these Oops All Berries from Captain Crunch. I bought this big giant freaking box. We don't even eat cereal. I bought this big giant box just for this. So now I don't know what to do with the rest. But it is so good. Like, these are so good, and I can just imagine them with a glass of milk. Like, they're divine. I love them. Try them with any cereal. I've never made them like this before. I've seen some people use a certain cereal and make it, but I love it. And then I was gonna come out in heart shapes, but of course I gotta find my heart shape cutter. So I just did circles. But look how pretty that looks. Like, look at all that color in there. Doesn't that look like fun? To me, this just says I'm fun. I'm fun. So instead of that, and when you cut out, you gotta make sure that your cutters are buttered up because marshmallow is very sticky. It sticks to everything and anything, and you want to make sure that you have the ability to release the cutter when you're doing it. I couldn't even imagine to show you guys what we just did to get these out. Alrighty, let's see if I got some good chocolate here.
Miss Posh Life says that she checked out the site and saw you're going to be in Alabama. And do you know when's the date for that?
Alabama. If you were just on the site, it's on still. I don't remember. I think it's in March. Alabama's March something. I can't remember the date right now. But yes, I will be there, and I'm doing a pop-up class, and then the next day we're doing an actual class where we're creating this beautiful tropical wedding cake with wafer paper flowers. So you definitely want to check that out. All right, I'm gonna see if I can dip this. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't be knowing. Y'all know I don't be knowing if stuff can work. Cause I literally do stuff the first time when I'm in front of y'all.
She wants to know, I'm sorry, what area of Alabama?
Oh. Okay, yeah. I don't know that name either. But if you go, I'm just full of information tonight, aren't I? If you go back to the website and go to the, actually my shop part, it's connected through the same website. If you go to the shop and you find those classes there, it'll tell you there in the shop. I can't remember. It's somewhere where I've never been before. I'm trying to name a big city. Alabama. What's a big city in Alabama? What's Alabama's capital?
Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
All right, well, we're going to discuss school right now. All right, so let's see.
Montgomery? Okay, that's all I got.
Watch it be the one. Like, yeah, it does say Montgomery. Okay. I don't have that much red in here anymore, so.
Birmingham?
Oh, it may say Birmingham. Maybe Birmingham. Who said Birmingham? Did somebody else say Birmingham?
Yeah. They're going real fast. Goody Sweets said Birmingham.
That's what I'm gonna be, or she's talking about that?
Oh, I don't know. Montgomery, she's just throwing stuff out.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Mobile.
I definitely think it's Birmingham. These are a little harder to do. Well, if my cup was filled up a little bit more, it would be better. Just trying to move around.
In essence, could you just like pipe in?
Yeah, and you can pipe it on here too. But of course, I didn't do the easy way. I full on stuck it in the cup. Okay, alrighty. And
so, like you said, marshmallows.
Marshmallows, yeah, they stick. And you may want to use like butter on your fingers, so that way they don't stay there. I'm gonna actually go warm this up, so that way I can actually pipe on the Rice Krispie treats instead of dipping it like an idiot like I was doing. So, by all means, look at my beautiful cake and make sure you're following me on YouTube. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Oh, helps to turn the microwave on. Alright, we got the microwave going. We're going to warm up the white again, because I feel like that one is dying on me. And we're going to fill up the red again, warm up the red again, just to get it all. My Cakepops are looking cute, y'all. I see them from afar. They're looking real cute. All red, which is all in 1 cup. Clean this up. So yeah, if you guys don't make it to any of like the hands-on classes, definitely make it to the pop-up classes. You don't want to miss that. Alicia, talk to them about the first pop-up class you came up by.
About that, we definitely were sculpting. Okay, the class was sculpting apples, and let's just say sculpting is not as easy as you would assume it would be.
You ain't even telling the story. Right?
No, I have to tell.
What happened was.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all what happened. All right, y'all don't make me forget this chocolate. What happened was, so my pop-up classes are for me to just try out new things on people, because it may be something I want to turn into a tutorial. It may be something I want to turn into a bigger class. So this particular class, we were sculpting, right? Give me a second. I'm gonna grab my chocolate. So this particular class, I brought some sculpting materials. I can't divulge that information. Should have showed up to class. But we were sculpting some materials, and we were sculpting it into Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas. And that might sound really easy, okay? But if you are a painter, a sculptor, you'll know that characters, real life characters that we all have seen, are not easy to sculpt for several reasons. Let me tell you. So they're not easy to sculpt because, especially the simple ones, the more simpler, the worst. Because they have such telling details that if you get one of them wrong, you can screw up the whole thing, right? Where Jack can just look like some weird smiley face on a white round ball, or it can actually look like Jack from The Night Before Christmas. I don't know if you guys saw that Winnie the Pooh cake that I did last year when the new Winnie the Pooh movie came out, but when I did that and I was sculpting him, he was looking just like a regular bear. But then if you actually look at Winnie the Pooh, his body and his face is formed differently, whether you're doing the classic one or the newer version of Winnie the Pooh. But I was doing the newer version, and his eyes actually sit lower, and they're actually closer to his nose. Whereas I had his eyes further away and more up, and he just looked like some random bear, like a regular bear. The moment I moved his eyes just a smidge down, it looked like Winnie the Pooh, like I saw him. So let me tell you what Alicia said.
And we're back.
Everybody in the class was like, oh, Jack, that should be easy, right? Yeah, okay. Alicia was like, this is too easy, so I'm going to do Sally. Y'all know Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. She got like all these stitches on her face, these big old eyes, and her lips are shaped a certain way. And then she got this hair. Mind you, all I brought was white and black paint. But Alicia's like, that's cool, I'll paint it later. Okay, Alicia, go ahead, I'll paint it later, girl. So, long story short, that shit did not look like no Sally.
At all.
At all. And it wasn't looking like no Jack either. Like, she gave up. Mid-class, she was like, okay, well, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not a sculptor. Like, so much that her friends were trying her, which was hilarious. Now, that's just some sculpting tips. If you're ever into sculpting, the more detail, the better. That's one. Two, if you're sculpting an actual character that exists, or an actual person that exists, you want to get the height, the dimensions, the shape of everything as close as possible, right? Because if you're just winging it, then it just can look like regular schmegler. Like, it ain't even looking like what it's supposed to be.
And I think that's the part that like messed me up, because Sally in my mind was so simple, because I'm like, all I gotta do is
her eyes.
And then, yeah, and I was just like, girl, that's it.
This is easy.
And it definitely didn't even look like a character from anybody's movie.
Right. So when I told you guys, when you melt your chocolate, it starts to separate. Let me show you. Like, you see how it's not drizzling down anymore, but it's starting to separate right there? The way that it blocked up. Let me grab some more. You see that? How it's separated? That means it's too hot right now. So you can keep stirring it to release some of that heat. And give it a couple of minutes. Right? So I'm going to do that for both of them. Let's see how they're stirring. There's just way too much white chocolate in here. Yeah, see, it's separating. So I'm going to wait a little bit. Because what I want to do is I want to drizzle this on my Rice Krispie treats. We're going to see if I can do that. Not Rice Krispie treats, cereal treats. My bad. I'm just moving this around a little bit just so I can get it to be like warmer. Not warmer, cooler, I guess you should say. But it still should stay hot. I know a lot of people, like my best friend, she was a cake popper. Like, she made cake pops that hung. She did like all types of stuff. But she taught me that if you have a heating pad, it's best to always keep your chocolate like in a heating pad so it stays warm the whole time. So that way you don't have to keep warming up your piping bag. Just moving the chocolate around, releasing some heat. I know, it's fun, right? Sometimes it takes a couple minutes. You don't want to forget that little triangle at the bottom, because down there the chocolate will start to seize up on you. We're going to see if this is going to work. Y'all know I don't be knowing. And y'all know I don't know nothing about no chocolate. Let's try it on one of these. Put a little tiny. Okay, maybe I need the tip to be a little bit bigger. I'm just so motherfucking bomb. Look at this. Look how cute this is. Like, the first time I did this for my best friend, she had a giant order. Child, let me tell you, that shit was looking a mess. And she was like, okay, Chelina, that's enough drizzling. Don't do it anymore. Like, look how cute those are, right? I don't want to hear nobody ever tell me, nah, Jelena, you can't do cake pops. Screw you. Yes, I can.
What's funny, it looks like you dip those donuts.
Right? See, what people don't know won't hurt them. And even if they did know, I'm sure they wouldn't care either. Look how cute that is. Super fab. Y'all understand? I'm so excited. These are so cute. They're so cute. And they're so itty bitty and adorable. Okay, Rice Krispie treats, I need you to act right now.
You guys are on camera.
Right, y'all on
Don't
camera. This is your
act up.
debut. I will pop you behind right back in the kitchen, and we won't even worry about y'all.
Y'all acting right.
Mm-hmm. Right? Like, how cute is that? For some reason, on the Rice Krispie treats, it looks like ketchup. But whatever. Like, I'm actually really happy.
White would have, like, canceled that other white out. So, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that cute? I'm so happy. Let me see if I can do a heart, y'all. Because I need to be team too much right now.
Come on, ambitious.
Right. I'm ambitious right now. I'm so... Listen. Let me say this to y'all's faces. Let me say this to y'all's faces real quick. When I started out in the cake business, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no freaking clue. No clue. I didn't know what I was going to make. I didn't know I could have the ability to make whatever I wanted, right? So I took every and any order, which I know some of you guys are in that position right now. You take every and any order. Can you make these cookies? Can you make these cake pops? Can you do this? And I was like, yes, 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 yes. I was allowing my customer to dictate what I was going to make. And then at the same time, I was stressing myself the motherfucker out. Like, I was stressing out. Once I made cookies, and I didn't like how I was flooding them, so I never flooded cookies again, and I just made toppers out of fondant. But even that was stressful, because I didn't know how to make my cookies to stay the shape. They always, like, melt it down or whatever like that. I was never good at that. I was never good at rolling cake pops and keeping them on the stick. I didn't understand how to do that. I was great at sculpting. I was great at making toppers, and so that's how I opened my Etsy shop. But you're going to come to a place where you're going to face something where you're nervous, afraid to make it. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to take you some time. But then you're going to realize how stupid it was for you to be nervous to do it. Okay? I get so nervous every time I go live with you guys. That's why I talk so fast. So I can, like, get rid of those nerves. But I get so nervous when I go live because I'm thinking, well, we're going live and we're going to do something I never did before. One, because I want to show you guys that a first timer can actually pull it off. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I royally fuck up. Like, a lot of the times. But I still do it. And I'm nervous every time. But I still do it. My nerves make me feel like I'm expecting perfection, which is what I want. So there's no reason that y'all out there who's afraid to get some cake pops, frost the freaking cake, that, I don't know how to make it perfect like, so-and-so's, and I don't want to mess it up. Well, you're supposed to mess up. You're supposed to. Like, there is lint flying all over. You're supposed to, okay? Because you've never done it before, and you're going to screw up. You're going to make a mess. Your kitchen is going to look like shiznitzel, okay? Wash your dishes, clean up, and start all over again. Get over that fear, all right? Do it scared. That's the only way to do something, is to do it scared. I'm not afraid, but I am damn sure nervous every time, because I'm like, I'm on here telling people I'm a professional. And what if I screw up? Which I have done. That happens. I am a professional. I've been doing this for 13 years now. But damn it to hell, I don't allow my screw-ups to dictate my future wins. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get back to this. I just thought I'd drop that little bit of church for y'all real quick.
Someone wants to know, are you using Wilton candy melts or Merkers?
Okay. I'm
Merkins.
using Wilton.
Sorry.
I have used Merkins before. To me, I don't really know the difference. But I do know with chocolate has different oils in it. So you always want to make sure and be careful the temperature you melt your chocolates at, because the different oils will allow your chocolate to melt too much or too little. See, look at me sounding like a professional chocolate maker. Alright, so I'm going to try and make this hard. Okay, stop drizzling out. Oh, let's do another little one. I don't know what I'd be doing, y'all. Woo! That one's cuter. Oh, where's my thing at? Where's that thing go? Oh, here it is. So I can be like y'all cookie people. There we go. Now that looks like a heart. Cute, right?
You are hilarious.
Why?
Yes.
I'm blowing on it.
Yes.
Because I don't want the chocolate to run down. Oh, I don't know if I answered the question. I'm using Wilton. I don't know if I said that. But yes, I'm using Wilton. Isn't that cute? Look at those cute little hearts. Now, if you don't want to pipe on it, you could always pipe hearts or whatever shape or letters on parchment paper and then set it in the freezer or the fridge for them to stiffen up. And then you can just pick them right off and set them on top of whatever treat you want to do. You add a little melted chocolate to the back so it sticks and adheres. I'm actually, look at me, y'all. I'm a treat maker. I'm not, but I'm a treat maker. We're going to say I am for today.
Everybody's giving you waves. They're saying it's cute. Great job.
I'm very proud of myself. Very, very proud of myself. If you're just joining me, hi, I'm Jelena from More Cake. Yes, from Badass About Art. This is another Fake It With Me on Thursday nights. Every Thursday, Fake It With Me. Remember, guys, next Thursday is a Fix It Friday. So make sure you hit me up in the DM with questions that you have about, I don't know, sharp edges, cake, buttercream recipes, the best buttercream to use, or what's the tallest cake you ever did, or what's the craziest place you've ever had intercourse. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just random questions. Whatever questions that may help me fix your life, you just let me know. And ask me in my DM. Not a problem. I'll answer them next Thursday. Okay, don't ask me about the intercourse. I don't know. You don't need to be knowing all that. That's just way too much information. Okay, I'm making another heart. Well, I'm gonna do X's and O's. Okay, hold on. Let me hurry up with this heart, this raggedy looking heart right here. I'm gonna make some X's and O's. I like my hearts to come to like a fine point. And I can't be picky. Okay. Yeah, so I'm excited for next Thursday because there's some things that I want to go over for Fix It Friday. Some questions that I've been getting on my YouTube channel about certain things. Alright, let's see if I can do X. You know what? I feel like it'd be better if I do it on here. Should I even do an O because it's sitting on like an O?
No O.
No O. Okay, I'm just gonna fix shit. Let's take this off. Okay. I'm gonna fix this X so it doesn't look like this. There we go. Isn't that cute? It's already on like a donut that's an O. So we're just gonna put an X. That's cute too. I'm actually...
I like these because like less is more.
Less is more, yes. I am so into myself right now. Y'all don't even understand. We're going to put some sanding sugar on this one. I'm loving the crisscross look. Like, I like that. Okay, let's put some sanding sugar. I don't want to, like... That one's sparkly. Look how cute that one is. Look at all these like great little ideas for little treats that you guys can do in a bundle or something like that, right? Offer these to your customers. Like, how simple is this? You spend a couple of dollars on some pre-made donuts. You decorate them with whatever chocolate you already have at home. Like, there's no need to go out and buy so much stuff and spend so much money. When, in reality, what you should be doing is just using the items you have in your house already. Like, I didn't go out and buy anything except for these donuts. I already had all the chocolate. I already had the buttercream pre-made because I always have, like, at least 4 batches of buttercream on hand just in case I have to do a cake for whatever reason, a tutorial or whatever. So, use what you have. Not to mention, you should be running out of stuff, not keeping it for years and days. Like, no, you're going to have to get away from it. I don't want this one.
You have such a steady hand.
Oh, thanks.
And everything looks super cute.
I think so too. I'm very impressed with myself. Very impressed. So we're going to do another heart. I'm gonna make a center. Again, this is a new tutorial I just put out how to make 3 different ways to make a rose. You do buttercream, you can do fondant, or you can do wafer paper. When I started making flowers with buttercream, oh child, they were looking a mess. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know the consistency my buttercream needed to make. I'm still not even like great at making buttercream flowers. I'm okay. I'm not even amazing at it. Like, I can do a decent job. Like, you can tell when I make a flower, like, oh, she was going for a tulip on this one. I was a Wilton instructor for like all of 2 seconds. And I quit because I didn't like, there's no shade at Wilton. I use all your products. But I didn't like their teaching method. And I have such a potty mouth that I didn't think that was going to work out. Now, if I had some green buttercream in a piping bag, I could put some leaves on this. And we need to do a dozen roses, right? And this is sitting on a donut.
You could put like the petal in the middle.
Right.
Different color.
Right. Cute, right? I love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm very, very excited for what I put together. So, tonight, what did we learn? We learned, I'm in an Australian and an English accent. If you ever watch me live, I go in and out of it. I'm sorry. No, hashtag not sorry. So what we learned tonight? Tonight we learned that you can actually pretty much take anything, pop it on a stick, and sell it. Pretty much. So we have donut holes, and what donut holes are is the round part of the donut. Even Dunkin' Donuts have their specific flavor. I have even mini donuts, and I stuck them with sticks and then decorated them, dipped them, used them as cake pops. I even made some Rice Krispie treats. If you want to know the recipe, it's basically one giant bag of marshmallow. I think it was 32 or 12 ounce. I can't remember. I'll put that in the description below on the YouTube channel. But it was 4 cups, about 4 to 5 cups of this cereal here. Okay. But you can eyeball it. It's not that hard to eyeball it. You can't really screw up Rice Krispie treats. I mean, unless you royally screw it up. But you can't really screw it up that much, and it'll still taste good because marshmallows make everything taste good. And then you can package them and send them on their way to their customers, right? Like, I didn't even spend that much. I'm getting rid of old product. Not old, but like product that I haven't used yet. I'm getting rid of it. I didn't have to buy anything except the donuts. Like, how perfect is that, right? Use what you have so you can turn over your dollars. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so thank you so much, guys, for joining in. This is Jillian from More Cake from Badass of Art, another Fix It With Me. Make sure you guys watch this back on YouTube, because in the description I'll have all the information. Make sure you guys are following me on YouTube. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. Check out my HBIC tour. I will be everywhere this year. And if I'm not going to your part of town, don't be afraid to come to my part of town, because I have 2 kids, and sometimes if I'm going to Miami, I can't make it to Orlando. So drive that 4 hours to Miami, and it'll be okay. It'll be worth it. I promise you. I am worth it. Is there anything else? You want to say anything?
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. So yeah, remember, Fix It Friday next Thursday. You guys ask me all the questions you want to know in my DM. Also, do not miss a single Bake It With Me next February. You're not going to want to miss any of those. Okay? Just telling you. Just telling. Alicia, just tell them. Just tell them.
Y'all don't want to miss it.
Y'all don't want to miss them. Okay? Especially the very first one. I don't even want to look at my face. See if you
I feel like I need to end the live because I feel like you just gonna blurt it out.
I don't want to blurt it out. Okay, no. Do you know which one it is? Remember the one? So let me do it by hand. Like it's like.
Oh yes, yes,
yes.
like, yes.
You know, it looks weird, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bomb.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bomb. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys sincerely from all of my heart, from all of Alicia's heart. Thank you again for checking us out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Okay, and live now.